What's going on, yo? Welcome back to the channel. This is my second time again recording this. I always have technical difficulties. But anyway, wanted to talk about something real quick, something really good that I just found out and that would benefit all of us, and that's to do with education benefits with VR&E, vocational rehabilitation, and with the GI Bill and all education benefits in general that fall under that same bracket, whatever. One of the many chapters that the VA uses. So, to cut it short, they made a great change to the whole process of VR&E and all that stuff. Because what happened was, back in the day, when I say back in the day, I'm talking about a few months ago, maybe like two, and past that. When you used your vocational rehabilitation, your VR&E, let's say you picked VR&E, it would eat from the pot of your post 9/11 GI Bill, meaning so you have that 48-month rule. So if you used 48 months of VR&E, then you used your post 9/11, and then you're out of benefits, which is what happened to me when the new rule was in effect. I had that whole situation. I think I spoke about it in a video prior to this. So I didn't have education benefits, and the reason, the way I found out about this was I was kind of distraught for like 2 or 3 months. I'm like, man, I can't go to school. I don't have any more education benefits. But all right, whatever. I used them all. Some unwisely. I kept jumping from I jumped from program to program, which I don't recommend. Find out what you want to do. It's all right to do it once, maybe twice, but I did. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to do this, So, but I did finish some vocational courses, like my electrical certs and all that stuff, which is great. That landed me a really good job. But what they did now was they separated those two. So now VR&E does not dig from the pot of the 9/11 or the Montgomery GI Bill. And again, the reason I found out about it was because I called a physical person at the VA. I said, hey, look, I wanted to get my $1,200 kicker that I put in when I was in the service originally back in that, from 99 to 2007 when I was active duty. I put in a kicker, and that was for the GI Bill. And then I switched to the 9/11 when I joined the Guard after 2007. I switched to the GI Bill when I became half a civilian. So I never used the Montgomery GI Bill. Actually, I think I used like 2 months, and then I switched to 9/11. So I still had that kicker there, at least $800 of it. I saw this form and I did some research, and it said, yeah, you can get that money back if you never use it. So I tried to get that money back. I mean, might as well, even though it's $800, $1,200, it's like a little extra stimmy for me, So, and yes, you can get it back if you, in certain circumstances, you just call them and ask them, hey, can I get that back if you never used it? I'll do another video on that. But when I did what that did was open up a can of worms, because they were like, wait, hold on, something looks funny on your record, on your education thing. So because there was some kind of discrepancy on my education record, and I kept bringing it up, then they told me, no, you just used all your benefits and that's it. They went back, they opened up an investigation. About 3-4 days later, the person doing the investigation at the VA, somebody at the VA emailed me and said, hey, I got some great news. We reinstated some of your 9/11 benefits. They gave me like 2 months, which is fine, because here's the thing. Now that those things are separated, remember, they always have a new program that comes out, and all depends on the funding. Right now you have vet tech. If you want to do some IT stuff, you want to get some IT cert, some IT kind of, degree or whatever, they have vet tech, which is a whole nother program. It's still in the pilot stage of it, but you can apply for that. And I know some people on it already. Actually, I applied for it. Also, they have Voc Rehab, and they have the post 9/11. The thing is, now that they separated that, yes, when you use Voc Rehab, it's not dig into your post 9/11, but it is imperative that the last thing that you go use is your post 9/11. Don't touch the post 9/11. Don't touch it, because you have to have some post 9/11. I'm not sure how much you have to have for the to use Voc Rehab of the post 9/11. I know you have to have something. For vet tech, you got to have 1 day of benefits from the post 9/11 or the Montgomery GI Bill. I have 2 months. Thank God. I wish I had more, but I have 2 months. For the Voc Rehab, I'm not sure if it's 30 days. Maybe it's only 1 day also. You got to have, you know what I mean? But I'm going to keep that there as a bed, because I don't know how that works, but that's what they do. They keep that there. They use that. That's how they base whatever benefit they're going to give you. So it's important that you keep that freaking post 9/11, at least, you know, keep it wet, keep spitting on it, whatever you got to do. Keep it there, you know, because you can keep all of it there and use Voc Rehab if you want to really freak it, you know, get 2 degrees or whatever. You get 3, use vet tech, then use Voc Rehab, then use post 9/11. Then you really, you know what I mean? Then you're really hitting it hard. But, you know, whatever your career path is. So always keep some of the post 9/11 open. Don't use the post 9/11. You still get BAH for the other one. So don't worry about, oh, I'm not going to get BAH. You know, you're still going to get a housing stipend. You're still going to get the school paid for. The Voc Rehab, what's good about it is that they pay for equipment, because Voc Rehab is mostly for something vocational. Like when I did my audiovisual stuff, and I went to film school with it. They actually got me a laptop. This was in 2014. They got me a laptop, or 2015. I don't remember, one of those two. They got me a laptop, brand new. But I didn't have one at the time. So if you need equipment, so if you're going for electrical and you need tools, or you know, whatever it is. I mean, I'm not saying if you're going for a truck driver, they're buying you a truck, but I'm just saying they'll pay for the certifications. And like, if you need some equipment to pass that class, tools or whatever, then you can talk to your counselor, and they go ahead and see how they can fund it, or they fund it, or they just buy it, or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what's good about it. With the vet tech, I haven't used, but I did apply. First time I got denied. The second time, the guy wrote me and said, apply for vet tech again, because you should be, now you qualify for it, so you'll be approved for it. So I did that. Now I can go to the IT school that I want to go to. That's very important. So again, over here, you got to keep that 9/11 or Montgomery. If you got it, then Voc Rehab, and then vet tech, or whatever other program that may or may not come out in the future, this year, next year, whatever. Always be looking out, and always go to Va.gov and just research what new programs are out, because sometimes there's things that are there that can help you and you don't even know about it. The VA is so vast, they have so much stuff, and it's not like they have little nice commercials go everywhere. Hey, we got this new program. Yeah, they don't have. It's always word of mouth, and accidentally stumbling on a paragraph on the website that's like, oh, and also if, like, what the hell, man? Nobody told me this shit. So that's the way you got to do it. Okay, remember, keep the GI Bill is the mother, is the queen bee. If you take out the queen bee, nobody want to work for you. You got to keep some of that queen bee in there. You got to keep that queen bee there, all right? Anyway, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you on the next smoke.